Hello everybody, this is Deidre with Paper Crafts and Planners, and I wanted to come back and show you my planner setup for the first quarter or the first 12 weeks of 2023. I am using the 12-week year to plan out my goals, my visions, and set up my planners. So I talked about that a little bit in my previous video where I showed all the different planners I'm using, but this one I've got it all set up the way I want and all of the systems combined into one planner. So I wanted to show you how I did that. I used some extension rings, and these are like a really pretty hot pink. And then I used the cover from the monthly layout planner. I thought it was the prettiest. I really loved it. Find joy in simplicity. I love that. Anyway, let me open it up and I will show you. And I apologize for the ring light with the happy planner. These covers, it's always going to have a ring there. Anyway, so what I put in the front was the daily layout planner. And I'm using the monthly as an overall view of my life with any appointments and birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, anything like that will go in here. I have a divider that is a translucent one. I think it came in a 4-pack on Amazon, so I will link to that for sure. And then I just use my label, I don't know if you can see it, to put this month with my label maker. And then it goes right into the daily pages. I have 31 in here now. I have all 3 months that I'm going to need for the 12-week year, but just 31 of these daily sheets because it gets really bulky if you add too many of those. So I've only used it for this one so far. I woke up in the middle of Sunday night, so it was probably 2 a.m., so it was actually January 2nd, but really sick. And so I've been kind of fighting something for the last few days. And it's getting a little bit better, but I'll show you how I did January 1st because that was probably my best day of the new year so far. Anyway, I took my priorities right up here. I time blocked my day out of how I wanted to accomplish everything. I put the tasks that I needed to do for these priorities and then a few extras that are just tasks I needed to do. I just wrote a little quote down here. I probably won't mess with this section every day, but I wanted to show you kind of how these can look. You can use them however you want. You could use this as an appointment spot. You could put your appointments over here. You don't have to time block your day. You could put whatever hours down here that you want. I just did it very simply and kind of time blocked what I was going to be doing. So in the 12-week year, you're going to give yourself a score. Excuse me. And it's not necessarily going to be a daily score. I just wanted to do it down here so I could show it to you. So I had 11 tasks for the day. I completed 9 of them. I did not get to inbox 0 like I wanted to and organize my inbox. That just didn't happen. And I also didn't get my nails done. As you can see, I did not do anything with my nails. Anyway, so I completed 9 out of the 11 tasks. So I took 9 divided by 11 times 100, and that gave me my percentage for the day. I will not do this every day. I'm going to do it at the end of the week, so I can just see a weekly score. That is part of the 12-week year that I've never really been faithful with before, and I want to try to do that a little bit better. This little half sheet I'm using for all of my tasks for the week. So these are my home and personal tasks, and a lot of them are just track my eating every day, just things I need to do every day. And then these are my business tasks. And then on the back, I put what I want my schedule to be, what I want the theme to be for each of my days. And then here is the little scorecard I will do. And this has an open section. I didn't even realize it when I bought them. I thought they were half sheets. So I could journal, I could write how the week went, I could do whatever I want and kind of save these sheets if I want to see what my score was, to see how I progressed through the 12-week year, why I didn't do so well, or why I did wonderfully and did everything I wanted to do. Okay, so this is another divider. This was a Happy Planner one from quite a few years ago, and I just wrote today on it, so I could flip right to today. Okay, so let's go to the next section. This is my business section, and there's 3 months of each of the sections in here. And this is what's inside the monthly view, which is what the cover is for. But again, if you watch my other video, I flipped through each planner I was planning on using. So this I did, and this hasn't happened. I've been so sick. The one thing that sort of slipped was any social media. I was not feeling it. And this video is going to actually be on Thursday. So this is what I want to do. I'll show you how I'm going to track what I actually do. And then I've got, I just know which days I want to work, which days I want to send out a newsletter, all of that kind of stuff. Really nothing else on here other than that, just looking at my social media. Okay, this, let me show you what it looks like when it's blank, because it has a lot of possibilities of what you can do. It looks like this blank, and I really love that it's just so many possibilities. So what I did was I did my monthly goals up here. I put them again here as top priorities. I just wrote them a little different. And then next to it, I used these as the tasks to accomplish this that I need to do. This check it off list, these are things that I have to do specifically this month. Some of them, of course, they repeat every month, but I'm going to reset my workbox for my business. Again, workbox, Sunday basket and workbox, and Friday workbox, it's called, are products of Organized 365, and I will put a link to her program down below. It just helps you keep all that paperwork and all the excess things that don't necessarily fit into your planner, but they back up what you're doing. And so you need them in there. For instance, there's one folder that says errands. I would put in there a receipt maybe for a top I needed to take back, or the cat was going to the vet, so I put her the vet she went to last time and the info for that in there, so that that stuff is available when you leave the house to run your errands or whatever you're leaving the house for. Excuse me. Something you need to mail, an envelope you need to mail. It also has a big section in the front, so I could actually fit a package in there if I needed to that needs to go to the post office. Anyway, it's a really great system. Here's where I'm going to track what I actually did social media-wise, newsletter, YouTube, all of that. These, I just put stickers over some things, you can tell. And I put delegate, things that I want to delegate. Over here, I use this for my routine, what each day should look like. So Monday, I wanted to be social media marketing. That didn't happen because I was sick. Tuesday, big projects. Thursday, create. Friday, create and any shop redos. Saturday, catch up and admin day. So that's how I want for my business, my days to look. Okay, so this over here I put need to improve, and I just jotted down some things I need to improve in my business. They're not new things. They're things of consistency, the way my workroom is set up. I need to have an area that's better for containing the items that I have for sale in my shop, things like that. I need to improve the product photography and my social media plan. So I just keep those in the forefront of my mind. Then for this, what I'm planning on doing is any income and expenses for each day will go here. There are 31 of those for each month. And then the next month looks the same. So then I have a financial section, and I'll show you a few things for this, but I'm not going to show you a whole lot because it is personal stuff. So this is the monthly view, and I've put stickers for all different things that are coming out of my account regularly, or like with water and sewer, I need to go get a money order and pay it. I don't do checks anymore, and this is, they don't take credit cards, so I live in a little bit of town. So I have to get a money order every month and drop it off. I need to do that by the 10th if I don't want a late fee. So anyway, and then this is no spend stickers for each week, and I'm checking them off. It's going fairly well. So let me show you what the budget looks like. It's going fairly well. I'm laughing because I'm sick. There's not as much temptation when you're sick, right? Though, first of the year, I'm getting so many advertisements of crafty sites that I love. So many of them are having sales. So I will link to some of those below. Everybody's having a great sales right now, but I'm not taking advantage of them. But if you're not on a no spend, maybe you want to. Okay, so what I did was I drew a line in this amount section so I could have the projected and the actual, and then I'll put the difference in this check mark. Up here, income 1, 2, we actually have 3 incomes in a way. So my husband's, mine, and then we have adult children living with us, so they do pay rent. So I'll put that there too because it is income that comes in. And then this is income, expenses, and remaining, which I really like. You put your debt here and how, any activity and what the balance was at the end. Your savings tracker. I really like that. Let me show you how I did the weekly view. Let me find a weekly that I don't mind sharing. And that one I don't have any stickers on. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is what it will look like. I will put the date, whether it was an expense or income, because my husband, excuse me, he gets paid. He will complete a job. He will turn in all the paperwork, and it gets paid 2 days later. So we don't get paid like the 15th or every Friday or anything like that for my husband's income. So what I will need to do is mark it down here how much it was and then put that it was income. So I'll be putting minus or pluses or brackets around the minuses. I don't know exactly. I've started with minus and pluses. We'll see how that goes. So, and then there's the column that says needs or wants. Hopefully they will be needs since I'm on a no spend. But already something has messed up for me. I had a $50 credit on my Amazon account, and I wanted to use it for this new steam mop that I've been wanting. And the handle comes off, and you can do little areas. And anyway, I've really been wanting this steam mop system. And so I thought, okay, it's a little pricey, but I have this $50 credit. I'm going to go ahead and order it. Well, I ordered it a week before the end of the year. And then it didn't charge me until 2 days into the new year because it didn't even ship. I ordered it like on the 24th, 23rd, and it shipped into the new year. It's not getting here until Monday. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Amazon, but I can't get anything sooner than a week and a half anymore. It's just, I know I'm in a small town, but it's been crazy trying to get anything. So I'm having to go old school and actually go out and shop to get things. I know, crazy. So no more ordering something that you need for a gift the next day because I simply won't get it. So anyway, that's what it's going to look like every week. I'll take this and do the addition for the week and then go back to my budget and put in what my amounts were. So also something that happened is, for instance, my car insurance comes out this week. It was $165 prior to last August. Then it went up to $204, which was, a lot. That's a big jump. And then they just informed me that it's going to go up to $224 now. Now we didn't have any accidents. We didn't have anything. They're saying our region has been more expensive. So for some reason, I have to pay for that. I don't know. I need to do some shopping around, but I have had Geico for, I believe, about 20 years. So it's very upsetting that I have to shop around, but apparently I do. I mean, ours had just been going down and down over the years because kids were no longer on our account, no accidents were on there, all this stuff. But, we're getting older anyway. Okay, so this is a section I added that I didn't have when I went through my planners. And this is a wellness section. Now, it also had a monthly calendar, but I went ahead and used some double-sided tape, just a little tape runner like this, if you have one. And I sealed the pages together because really all I need are these weekly views. I do not need another monthly planner. So I kind of wrote, I felt pretty productive. I ate better, but I was starting to come down with something. I didn't put that here, but I knew I was coming down with something. So all I want to remind myself to track my eating in the app every day. Intermittent fasting, so try only to eat between noon and 6. And then stick to my macros at least 5 days a week. And your macros are just calories, fat, carbs, and protein. That's all that is. So I didn't do great because I couldn't taste anything. I still cannot taste anything. So, excuse me, I went over on my carbs. I was under on my fat, what I wanted to do, and I was under on my calories. It's a process. I will work it out eventually. I did do like 13 minutes of yoga before I realized how exhausted I was. That's been the thing with this cred. I'm just super tired. But what I love about this section is this little progress tracker at the end of each month. I really love that. And so I will go in and put every week my weight, my bust, waist, and hip measurements is all it does. Of course, you could add more if you want. And then my energy level, overall mood, and accomplishments. Hopefully, that will be easy to see when I go back to each week if I've sort of journaled a little bit here and there. I could tell what my week was like. Okay, there's one more section in here is all. And I just put another cover in here because I did not have another one of those dividers. But this is a cover that I've had forever. And this section I'm calling reference. Now, I have most of my reference material in my workbox, my Friday workbox. But I did want some things in here. My visions and goals, I wanted them written out. Now, I did my visions and goals. The 12-week year, they talk about 3 years, 10 years, 15 years. Well, quite frankly, my husband and I are going to retire within 10 years. So I wanted to do a 3-year and a retirement vision. And I'll show you how each of these kind of play in together and then what I came up with that I wanted to do for my 12-week year. Okay, so at retirement, I want us to be debt-free. Our mortgage will be paid off before that. We have a vehicle right now that we do have a loan on. I'm hoping my husband will agree when this one's paid off. We buy things for cash from now on. We do not need another car loan. We'll see how that goes. So that may not happen exactly like I want it to. Able to travel with little notice. I want to have passport. We'll take advantage of cheap trips. I really want to do that. I want to be fluent in Spanish, something I'm working on every day now. I want to be mentally at peace and have low stress. If I go into retirement with high stress, that's not good. I don't want to do that. Very little clutter, easy to maintain lifestyle. Okay, so at 3 years, I want to have no debt except the mortgage. Cross your fingers that I'm able to talk my husband into that. Bucket list trips to Greece and Alaska. Alaska will be fairly easy. I think that's the next cruise we'll do after this year. Greece will be takes a little more planning and things, and I really need to, all of our trips and things that we normally try to do really got pushed back. I pushed a cruise back 4 times. We had a cruise for November 2020. We are going to go on it next month, finally. We just keep pushing it. And because of restrictions and different things, we just didn't feel comfortable going. So anyway, we're finally doing that February 2023. So it'll be our first cruise in 3 years because the last one was February 2020. Okay, so those trips we want to do, I want to be able to communicate in Spanish. I'm not necessarily fluent, but I want to be able to communicate with people in my stilted way, right? I'm going to maintain a healthy 135-pound weight. I'm going to still be maintaining it. Working towards cutting possessions to only necessities and important keepsakes. Business is equal to working 9 to 5. That would be nice because I want to work until my husband retires. I want to bring in income, hopefully, until he retires. Okay, so this is, I know I said 20, I'm supposed to do 12-week goals. This is more a vision, sort of. I have financial goals. I have family. I have relationship things I want to do, health things, and business. So this kind of feeds into, I have to get this accomplished if I want to reach my 3-year and my retirement, right? But I didn't write them out as SMART goals. I really hate being so picky about how I write out my goals that I spend all my time on that. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, so I put little things over this because I don't think anybody needs to know my numbers. But I need to reduce my debt. I need to save more. We have increased the 401k. Now the savings is kind of a cheat because we just set it up to where it comes straight out of my husband's check before it ever goes. It just is split up into savings now. And we did increase that also this year. Okay. And reducing the debt, that actually will not be hard. I already have the system set up to do that and the money put aside to do that. So our debt is not very high. I know a lot of people have a lot of debt, and we do not, probably because we're getting older and we're trying not to carry as much. Okay, we're doing a family beach vacation with all the grandchildren. We're going to let their parents come along. In March for spring break, we've already booked. Last year I booked the beach house so that we'd get the one we wanted with the private pool, and it was very reasonable. And this has a little lagoon-looking pool and a hot tub that's heated. And anyway, I'm very excited for all five grandchildren to get to vacation with them. My oldest is turning 16 right before this vacation, and the next oldest, she's already 14. And then we've got a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old by then, and a 13-month-old by then. It's not going to be long before the teenagers say, no, we don't want to do vacations like that. No, we're not interested in a beach house, even if it has a pool and gaming system. We don't care. Anyway, so I really want to do that this year, and it's been a goal for the last couple of years to accomplish this, so we're doing it. Vacation cruise in February. I don't know why I put couples. It's just my husband and I. We're the only couple. I don't know anybody else on this cruise. 135 pound. I need to return to it. I think I have about 13 pounds to go to get there. So hopefully, giving myself 12 weeks, I can make that. I want to have my first profitable quarter in my business. And all that means to me is that I'm spending less than I'm bringing in. I have not managed to do that ever. I've been really bad about wanting to buy the latest and greatest products. And, of course, I will showcase them in a video and things, but I need to really cut back on my spending so that I can feel like I am profitable. Whatever I'm selling is actually profit. So wish me luck on that. And I'm going to do a Spanish lesson every day for at least 15 minutes. I'm really good about that. I don't have any problems doing that. So this is projects and plans. If I feel like I want to also write anything in here besides what's in my Sunday basket and Friday workbox. This may just be a list of the projects and plans so that then I can refer to those systems to look up the backup material. This waiting on and someday, I might do just a list of things I want to do someday. The waiting on is like, you have that package that didn't show up and you've contacted the company and you're waiting to hear back about what they're going to do, or you've delegated something to someone else and they haven't got back to you yet. That kind of thing I just want to list in here also. So anyway, I'm really excited for the system. I think it's going to work out really nicely. As soon as I shake whatever this crud is that I have, I will really feel good about the system. So I will let you know how it's going, and I'll do frequent check-ins on my goals, and I will keep up with it, I hope. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and happy planning.